obviously messy, but it'll be cute. Hiya.
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is my fresh start. I'm so glad to have you here, so thank you so much for stopping by. Whether you are a returning subscriber or a new subscriber, I hope that you will find today's video encouraging, enjoyable, and hopefully somewhat helpful. In today's video, yep, you guessed it, we're back in my daughter's room. We have decluttered in this area a few times and things have kind of gotten out of control a few times. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Surely I am not the only mom who struggles with messy children or what have you. Thankfully, our daughter is old enough to be able to take care of her own things. Quite frankly, you can honestly have children at a very young age. They're capable of taking care of keeping their rooms picked up and whatnot. But yeah, I think definitely it's true that the more things you have, the more time it takes. And when you're a kid, whether it's getting lazy or whether or not you just would rather play, things happen. So here we are. And yeah. Don't mind the fact that my back is going to be frequently turned away from the camera in this video. I do apologize. Being in theater, you would think that I would realize that you never want to turn your back to the stage, or in this case, the camera, but apparently I have forgot. I'm not going to hide the fact that I was quite frustrated with this room, honestly. So what you can't see at the moment, but you will be able to see a whole lot better here toward the end of the video, is there are literally beads all over this floor. I mean, they're running into the hallway, they are going into the cracks of the hardwood, they're running underneath the bed, they're embedded in this rug that you will also be able to see more clearly here in just a few moments when I get some more things picked up here. And quite honestly, this room started out as, I'm gonna call it a trash hole. Yeah, my face said it all. It's a trash hole. And yeah, I mean, it's not that the items were trash. It just felt like there were things everywhere. You couldn't move. Things got out of hand. And it's not that big of a space to begin with. Don't get me wrong, the rooms are decent size, but they're very large. So that being said, I felt like definitely things had gotten out of control. I was internally frustrated, to say the least. And I'm glad on one hand I was able to help my daughter out and to regain control of the mess and the chaos that had ensued in her room. But at the same time, I also realize now that yes, she's old enough to pick up after herself and take care of her things, but it doesn't excuse me from my parental responsibilities and helping her to be reminded of times when she needs to pick up, times when, you know, she needs to put things away before she can do X, Y, Z. So just staying on top of things as a parent, but also helping her at the same time staying on top of things that she owns in her own room, I feel like would honestly have curved this problem and would have honestly probably stopped it in its tracks if I would have been doing so. Thankfully, I'm so glad that this room was more overwhelming looking than it actually was. Either that or I really had the Lord's help, you guys, which I totally believe and agree that I did. But either way, this room did not take near as much time as I thought it was going to or that I had anticipated. And trust me, I was severely thankful and grateful for that, let me tell you. A lot of the main problems in this space was lots and lots of dirty laundry, which you saw me remove first with the laundry basket, and I headed straight to the washer to throw that in. I think it ended up being 2 full loads, or I think it was 1 full load and a half maybe. So that got rid of a lot of the floor clutter. And then obviously there were toys and this table you see and some pet cages and whatnot. Once the laundry was picked up and put in its place to get taken care of, I ended up moving out all the other existing items that was left behind. And so between laundry and really just, I guess the other half would be things out of place, mainly toys out of place. She had some accessories like some jewelry, a little bit, of jewelry, some hats, some shoes to put away. But those were really the main things, you guys. And so once you kind of tackle it topic by topic kind of, or subject by subject, group things with like group things. Once those things are tackled and put away, you just kind of move on to the next group of like items. And honestly, you just kind of go down the list, and really it helps me tremendously if I kind of follow that system throughout the rest of the room. Another fun thing that I find very helpful that helps me when I'm working on a bigger or more mundane or more frustrating, you could say, project would be to turn on a favorite podcast, turn on a favorite YouTuber, push play and go at it. Whether you have earbuds or whether it's a Bluetooth speaker or it's just using your phone alone, find someone or something that you like to listen to or watch and let it play as you are going along doing your tasks. You can get this done. You do have it in you. And when you ask for the Lord's help, He will definitely give it, even if it's something as silly or crazy or simple as picking up your daughter's room. I could sit here and I could tell you all the ways or all the things or all the reasons as to why I am picking up my daughter's room this day that you're watching this video. And I'm sure maybe some of you are out there wondering, like, why isn't she doing this herself? How and why did you even let it get to this point, etc., etc., etc. But all I can tell you is this: it got to where it was. Things happened the way that they did. I can't take back yesterday, but all I can do is start moving forward today. So thankfully, I can move into the future knowing what to do, what not to do, and how I can better help my daughter in the situation, as well as helping myself moving on. just a quick and friendly little reminder, if you haven't already, please head over to my community tab on my channel where you will see a giveaway. Yes, my first one. It's so exciting. And I have a little, it's not huge, you guys. It's not very big, but it's just a little something, you know. And I just wanted to get your guys' feedback and to be able to give a little something away to someone who comments and likes and lets me know, are they team scrub daddy or are they team scrub mommy? So if you haven't done so already, please, after this video, head over to my community tab and let me know which scrub you prefer. And just FYI, guys, I am actually newer, which is why I picked this specific item for the giveaway. I am actually newer to the whole scrub daddy, scrub mommy scene. I know a lot of YouTubers use them. I was not familiar with them before, and I honestly didn't even really familiarize myself with them, period, until not that long ago. I've got to say, so far, I am extremely partial to the scrub mommy. I don't even think I'm going to be team scrub daddy whatsoever. I think I'm just gonna stay scrub mommy. You know, and originally I think I was like, oh yeah, I'll use both of them. But honestly, with the scrub mommy, you have the scrubby side and you have the spongy side. I honestly don't see how you could even go to the other one. What seems to be, if you're a parent or a mother, what seems to be the most frustrating part about your kids' room? Is it the obvious, like their toys? Is it, you know, the fact that they have too many? Is it laundry? You just don't have a very good system to put the clothes away? What is it? Like, what seems to bug you about your child's room, and what seems to be the biggest barrier? Yeah, let's go with that. What seems to be the biggest barrier for you and your child to be able to keep up on the space and for the child to be able to keep up their own room? Please do not forget to check out Friday's video that will be live 8 a.m. It will be the last video in this week's series of the bedroom series. This will be, again, my husband and I's bedroom. I will be tackling that space as well. I think that maybe, I don't know, it's a hard toss-up. So I think it might be the worst out of all three. I don't know. Our daughter's room kind of seemed to take the cake with that one. Who else uses these cubby systems for toy organization? Honestly, at some point I found myself wanting to get a traditional toy box or a toy bin for our kids, but honestly, I am loving these cube organizers. We have had this cube system for so long, and honestly, it's been great for everything from laundry to toys to arts and craft supplies to coloring, supplies. Honestly, they're so versatile. They're very sturdy. This right here was probably the home stretch of all the tedious work. As you can see, my daughter is working on the beads and her jewelry, making accessories that were here on the floor on her rug. The beads were everywhere. I know it doesn't look like a whole lot to you. I don't know how much you can see or not, but let me tell you, when I say, honestly, they're where she was stepping, but they were on the rug. They were other areas that you can't see from the camera. And there were lots of them, like big, medium, small, and tiny beads everywhere. But as I said in this part of the video, this was more of the tedious work. This is kind of the home stretch on finishing the video. And so, yeah, here we are.
Hey Mom, since you're editing this video, I just want to say, I love you.
Thank you so very much for stopping by, and remember, if you are in Christ, you are a new creation. Old things have passed away, and behold, all things have become new.